But guess what I have today?
Jury duty, jury duty, jury duty.
I've avoided this for as long as possible.
Jury duty.
Hey y'all, it's freaking 7 in the morning. Frick. And as you can see, I'm actually dressed up. I only ever wear t-shirts, but look, I'm wearing pants too. Look, I'm wearing pants. I've avoided this for as long as possible because I've always been in college, but now I'm no longer in college. I'm just a small adult and now I have to go do this. And I really don't want to. Because I'll explain in a few. Right now, I'm trying to pack my backpack. I want to take my iPod. Yes, I still use an iPod. I have 2 portable chargers, okay? I'll talk more probably in the car because I'm not driving there. Heck no, man. Heck no.
2,000 years later.
Yo, it took almost 2 hours to get here. I'm over it. Look how pretty downtown is, but I'd rather not be here. Cool, cool.
Fear not, citizen!
She's dumb.
Justice will be served. You're in good hands. Ow! Ow!
5 hours later.
I'm free! I'm out, boys. Y'all, I didn't get picked. I could not be happier. I will explain more when I get home. But it is currently 2:30. I've been sitting from 9:30 to 2:30. This is probably a bad idea because probably a bad idea because the truck is very hot. Yeah. I didn't get picked for the trial. I feel a little discriminated. But they probably saw a child amongst adults and said no. Look, there's a panda. Hold on, hold on. Wait for it. There he is. Oh my god. Look at this. It's a mochi bar. Oh, crap. It looks so pretty, but it's so crowded. And I want to film. There's employees everywhere. Unless I put you there, but I'm scared it might fall.
Wow.
The best wall ever. Not every Kroger's has this, but this one does, and I can get my chips. Alright, so, I just spun over. Oh, look at all these cat cups. Every single aisle is full of employees. I don't know why. I mean, I guess. Hold on, I want to do a joke. Eat! I found it, Eat! I go through here. Very nice. So, I'm extremely tired. I mean, like, wow. Because I only slept 2 hours prior to this because yesterday by accident I overslept. Because IKEA is really far from the house and it's coming back home from the courthouse. It's near. So IKEA's. Boy, look at my Danishes. Oh, can't find my plantain chips. That's all I want. I want my chips. I got Cheetos here. Hallelujah, I found them.
Jury duty.
I am so tired. Court review. Okay, you were a little low. I have you now on a pile of new clothes.
Anybody tell you differently? I'm going to bring you on a road trip this year. We're going to go to Disneyland. Would you like that? I think you would. God, you.
Man, y'all, okay, I have avoided jury duty my whole life because I've either been in high school or been in college. When you're in an institute of higher education, you're exempt from jury duty. So that's what I've done twice before. My parents have never done jury duty because my dad is exempt always because my dad is a spy, like in Spy Kids, you know?
We are consultants, not spies.
So that's why my dad's exempt. Just saying. He's an FBI, open up. So my dad's always been exempt because of work. My mom also exempt. So my friend did jury duty, but this girl ignored me last night and didn't even answer my text. But I literally had no excuse. I could not be exempt. And the only reason, this is what I wanted to explain earlier, why I don't want to do jury duty. I know it's my civic duty. Y'all, I already have enough problems as it is. I much less can worry about someone else's problems. Another thing, I believe that everyone is guilty until proven innocent in a court of law.
Bad boys, bad boys.
I'm kidding. But I am very indecisive. I can't even pick socks out. I can't decide what pair to wear today. I would be absolutely horrible as a juror. Also, I can never criticize anyone. Most importantly, this place is almost 2 hours away from my house. And you know why? The courthouse is so far because if you drive out of my neighborhood like 7 minutes, you're no longer in Harris County. So that's why I'm so freaking far from the courthouse because I'm almost not even Harris County anymore, but I am. But I wanted to be completely honest with y'all because I watched about 5 jury duty videos on YouTube before going so I can know what to expect. And I've watched my cousin Vinny many times.
Ayana, my
Don't
client...
talk to me sitting in that chair.
He told me to sit here.
Joe Pesci has taught me how to carry out a trial, but also his trial lasted freaking forever. So I was worried that could be the case. But then he also kept getting himself arrested during the trial by accident. But anyways, I've also watched the movie Jury Duty. You know, the one where the guy pretends to be a juror and his dog watches Jeopardy at night. Ironically enough, freaking inside the jury duty assembly room, they were showing Jeopardy. So that's great. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but my videos are less than 10 minutes because I edit myself a lot, because I talk a lot. I over-explain, that's the problem. But today I'm not going to edit it out. I'm going to be honest and I'm going to include everything. I got there at like 9:20. I was supposed to be there at 9:30 and we just sat. That's it. You sit in this like juror assembly room. There's a bunch of chairs, like benches, right? So I wasn't like completely touching anyone or next to anyone. No, I had a good chunk of space for myself. So I was just on my phone as soon as I got there. Went on Instagram, whatever. And then the lady up front, she let us know that the judge would come in to say hi to us. Judge came in, asked if anyone had any exceptions then and there. I wanted to say the whole thing about my dad being a spy, but I didn't because I thought that would be too soon. Like it'd be like very obvious I didn't want to be there. So I said I'll wait until I'm in the court, right? Until I'm in the courtroom and they ask, then I'll bring it up because I actually have to bring it up, I believe. So I didn't exempt then and there. I didn't say anything. Like 2 people came up and they were allowed to leave. That was at around 10. We got there 9:30, around 10 was that. Well, at 10 they asked us to turn in our papers, right? That we filled out prior, the one we got in the mail. At 10 they let us go on break for 15 minutes. I went to go use the potty. Then we came back. Then from 10:15 to 11:30, nothing. Not a word to anyone. So I listened to Ear Biscuits because I'm like a year behind. And then like 11:30 she said that still no trials were ready, so we will be dismissed for lunch. We can get back at 1:15. So then we come back at 1:15. It's 2 p.m. by this point. Still nothing. There's no trials ready. So we've literally, this room of like 100 people, we've been sitting there. And then at 2:15 she let us know that we were all going to be dismissed by 3 p.m. If there was no trial by 3 p.m., we'd be released to go home. But then sure enough, at 2:20, a trial is now ready. So they were going to call out 50 people to go to that trial, to where it would be then reduced to like 12, I believe, that sit on the benches, whatever. Very professional of me. That was at 2:25. The bailiff came in and he called out 50 people. I thought I was going to be on the list, but sure enough, I wasn't. I was out. Probably because they were like, what is this child doing here? But anyways, they picked 50 people. I was not picked in that group. They took them all. I believe the people they picked had been there previously because you could see in their demeanor that they knew what was going on. Then about 10 minutes later, they come back and they say, okay, turns out that those 50 people are going to be the ones that are going to be, they're going to pick the jurors out of that group, and that everyone else was dismissed. So this was 2:35. So from 9:30 to 2:35, I did absolutely nothing. And that was it. I did absolutely nothing. So I apologize because I really wanted to provide like 100% what happened, but that's what happened. I never even spoke to anyone there. I just smiled at everyone, and that's about it. And no questionnaires or anything, because I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and they asked people questions to narrow down the list, but they didn't ask us anything. They literally picked the 50 people. I don't know based off of what. At least I did it. It is out of my system. I didn't even want it in my system. There's my jury duty story. It did not go like the movie at all. Jim Carrey did not stop the trial to go knock himself out in the restroom. So my camera decided to stop recording. So I think that should indicate that it is now time to sign off. On behalf of me and my Snoopy hat. Just kidding, this is not mine. I hope you enjoyed. But there you go. Now you know what to expect. If you have any more questions, ask me down below. Because I have absolutely no idea.
Object, Your Honor!
To yourself?
But I mean, I went. So there's that. Thank y'all so much for watching. And as always...
Frickin!